Well, yeah.
But I can't lie, another episode.
Yeah.
Don't Tell My Wife podcast. Come on, man. We've got a special guest.
Another one.
Come
and
on.
it's another one. Wait. Have you man seen that guy on TikTok that sells the cars?
Which one?
The black guy. He's in like Manchester, bro. And every time he sells, he's like,
oh yeah. I don't know. I just said another one. Yeah. I've seen that guy.
Really? I'm gonna show you.
African guy.
It's so funny, man.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's so funny, but yeah.
yeah.
And it's another one. Another guest.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Special guest.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, bro.
Well, my name is Davido. Oh, you can come.
You have to get the full government, you know.
No, I even wanted to give you the fuller one. There's a fuller one.
Give us the fuller one.
Well, as we say in Nigeria, my names are David Oluwasegun Oluwafero Oluwaduretti Oyewole.
Obviously, we call him David.
Yeah.
Oh, even the nickname that we call you. Oh, I'm known you as Duretti.
Where does Duretti come from?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I had a clothing line.
Yeah.
So basically, the original. It doesn't have a meaning. So basically, my cousin, she always used to call herself Don Buki Bugatti.
The Buki Bugatti.
So I was like, let me call myself Don David Duretti. That's how it came about. Yeah. Then I was like, so I then had the idea of the clothing line. And I was like, what name would I give it?
Duretti.
And I then gave it Duretti. And I then basically gave it a meaning. Heart of a lion. Basically. That's I then put a meaning to it so that it had more substance and stuff like that. So when I wrote my bio for the clothing line, I was like, I gotta make the name.
Yeah.
Have some.
You seem talented though. Clothing line, music.
No, I beg.
You seem talented, bro.
Nah. I'm just here, man. I'm trying. The thing is that when they say jack of all trades, but I don't have. I know that it says jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
I know a little bit of everything, but not everything.
I hear that. So that's good though. That's not a bad thing at all. Yeah, but thank you for coming on, bro.
Thank you, bro. Another special guest, man. So, I've known Duretti since Coventry. So when I came in 2015,
old school.
Wait, when did you go to Cov? You were
2013.
2013.
Yeah, so 2013 I came Cov. But yeah, we'll talk about how that stretched out.
Yeah, man. So obviously, just probably just give like a little brief, like a small introduction to your life anyway.
Okay, so so I work at school, as we've just been discussing. I'm a pastoral leader, so basically, kids come to me with their issues, and I've got to help them basically. Yeah, and I'm 30 years of age. I know.
I would have guessed that,
Really?
Yeah, you look
like uncle, bro.
No. Come on. I thought because obviously I'm 27. I thought we were like same age.
Yeah. That's good though. I love that. Yeah. No, not many people tell me that. Everyone's like, Baba, you're old. No. Yeah, but I'm 30. I've got 2 kids. I'm married. I've been married for. Well, it's going to be 5 years next year. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, to be fair. But yeah, that's me, man.
Yeah, man. But, so obviously,
go on, say, bro.
Don't Tell Me What podcast, where we, talk about everything marriage and fatherhood. And as you can tell, Duretti's well seasoned.
That's why you put him on, man. There's some gems, man.
Yeah, man. Because honestly, I can't lie. From Cov, when I saw you, in terms of you had a kid as well. Yeah. And you're working, you're doing all of this, but bro, I really respected you. So I was like, I see someone that you look up to because you can see them trying their hardest to be a good father, a good husband. And yeah, man, so it's nice to obviously have you on.
Thank you guys for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
But go on.
Before we get into our episodes, we have a special segment.
Right.
It's called What Did Your Wife Do This Week? So it could be good, it could be bad.
To me or just in general?
Just to you. In general, to you.
What time is to us though?
It's to us, What did she do? What did she do this week? So, but in fact, why you guys think I've got one?
Okay.
It's not a good one this week.
The past 3 weeks.
So the past few weeks, she's been on her. She's been good at it. But this week, I don't know this thing that women do. Where it's like they expect you to read their minds. Bro. She'll be upsetting me about something, I'm like, oh, what happened? Like, and she was like, well, you should have known. You should have. I'm like, bro, how can I know? Yeah, if you don't tell me. Yeah. So we had a back and forth about it. I was like, fam, you need to start telling me stuff. Like, you can't just expect me to pick up on signals. My mind is somewhere else. Like, I'm thinking of things. Like, I'm not thinking of your signs right now. Like, bro, I have to learn it. But, but how many things am I going to learn?
But you have to learn
how many things am I going to learn? Bro, I was just like, babe, you have to start being like, you have to start saying things black and white, A, B, C. Tell me how it is. Like,
so you're just like your technical person, your practical person. You have to be laid out. Yeah, no, with women, you got to be able to read it, bro. I will tell you.
No, I pick up on.
What did you do wrong?
Yeah. What did you do wrong?
Okay. I didn't do anything wrong, but I think she felt like I overlooked her in a situation.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
And she wanted me to be more hands-on in that situation.
Right. Okay.
But I didn't know from her signals that's what she wanted me to do.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
So when she was getting on to me about it, I was like, well, you didn't tell me to do this. So, but yeah, that's what she did this week.
Okay, fair. It doesn't sound anything.
Nah, but next time, tell me how it is. But what about you, bro?
Well, my missus has done quite a lot of things this week. I'm bad, but mostly good anyway.
Okay, let's keep
one of the good things is that she made my favorite. So
what's her favorite?
So basically, there's this seafood spaghetti that she makes peppered, because I like my peppered food. You know, like peppered seafood.
No, so you need pepper.
No, I love it.
Yeah,
and she knows that I like pistachio. Well, recently, I don't know if you know. I was diagnosed with diabetes and stuff like that, so I can't eat certain things and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's why my diet has changed a bit. So I then after I was diagnosed, I then got into this habit of eating pistachio. Mm-hmm. But I started eating it too much, like it's like an addiction.
Yeah.
Bro, like just eating it. So she stopped me, so that no, this is not good for you. You're doing it too much, stuff. So I got sad a bit and just like, then this week she got me pistachio. She was like, go and check the pantry. I got you something. I was like,
that's nice.
Yes, it's little things.
Yeah.
I that's something you to see the way I run to. I was so excited. Like, so that was one of my favorite things to do this week. But also I forgot to get her something. So, well, every month, you know, when ladies are in their bad mood, I normally have to go and buy chocolate. So I forgot. So wala. So it was like,
did you go buy it though?
I had to, man. I had to, because Lidl in my area closes at 10, so I had to go, man. I had to run and get it because I would have not had peace. I didn't hear the laugh of.
No, that was like my wife when she was pregnant. Yeah, there was a particular crisp that she liked.
Oh
I dare not come home without those.
She'll
send me back. She'll send me back.
But
I hear that, man.
Yeah, so I had to go do that. That's what it is. Yeah, so that was that.
That's good, man. What about you, bro, Junior?
Bro, I can't it's been a calm week still.
Yeah.
I can't even remember if she done anything good or bad, to be honest. So it's just been a mellow week. But it's okay. If anything was bad, I'd say but I can't really remember off the top of my head, to be honest.
I can't lie. Before we get into the conversation, are you on Twitter?
No.
You're on Twitter?
Yeah.
Did you see that Kiki Palmer?
No.
Let's talk. I want to get you guys' opinions. Have you seen it?
Okay. My miss had to show me.
Okay.
Yeah, she was fuming.
What do you think about that? Let me get your opinions. What do you think about that?
I'm in the motion because me and my miss. No. Me and my miss were in agreement. Like,
good. That's good.
You were in the house. You saw her walk out.
Yeah.
Even if you were not in the house, you saw it. Why Twitter?
Yeah. That's where he went wrong.
That's where he went wrong. However, the video of her holding on to my dad. No,
it should. Bro, it's a call. See, one thing I would advise, because me, you lot will find out, I don't like giving advices in marriages and stuff like, because everything is unique to yourself and things like that. But one thing that I would say no one should ever do,
put their business out there.
You can put the lovely pictures. Don't ever put a quarrel out there. Because the one of all the 100 good things you've posted, the one bad thing is how people will see you. From the beginning to end. Because right now, the way I see Kiki Palmer and her husband, they're not in a good relationship. Something's going on now. They're going to break up. You know, that just because of that one
Yeah.
You can make up later. Do you know what I mean? But because you've made that one thing, your whole relationship might end now is
people won't forget.
They will never forget bad news. Bad news runs faster than anything.
I agree.
No, but however,
what do you guys think about her behaviour?
No, but with the tweet and what she was wearing, that is silly. He shouldn't have done that.
Do you guys care what your wife wears when she goes out?
I don't.
Not really. I'm not. She'd know anyway.
My wife, the way she dresses, if that's why you want to come out, no,
pretty much.
Madam, you are the exactly.
Do you know what I mean? As whatever his name is, he said you're a mom.
So those things are quite those little things that when he just said it, I was like, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to prove?
Do you know
what I mean?
But the thing I think. I'm not gonna lie, if I saw Abs, Usher's there, she's holding on to him and dancing and telling, and a bum sharing because it's see-through, I can't lie, you might as well kill me.
No, facts.
I might as well fall down.
You both said, but you got to take it home.
I know, of course. But I might as well
fall down. If I'm having it in public, I don't know what I'll do at home. I'm playing.
I can't lie, I think that was the Flames bit, just that bit.
Yeah.
Other than that, but then as well, there's another video of when she's recording him on stage.
And her face, innit? When he took off the shirt. She wants him dead, man.
Yeah, man. She might as well kill him,
She wants her man dead, man.
Yeah.
Well, I always say, you see these celebrities here, like, they have their separate kind of... we cannot compare our life to theirs.
Them. They live a different life.
They can get away with so much.
But why though? Why? We're human.
It's just the way society has built it. Yes.
There's money and power.
Society has built it that way that they can get away with so much. They will still remain important. You can see the Kim Kardashians. They've done so much stuff that, they will still... In fact, they do these things because it attracts news. This is what gives them the paper. This is what gives them the money. So... I just say, you know what, leave those people to those people, man.
I heard that. But what triggered me, because I'm so big on, like, you're an extension of me, innit? When you're outside, you have to act accordingly, kind of thing. So I'm big on that, man.
I hear that, though.
Because I'm the same. Like,
not taking anything away from that. I hear that, because, the way she would expect me to behave outside is where I would expect you and stuff like that. But it's just a conversation for indoors, man. Settle indoors, have that conversation, settle indoors, and then no one will ever know about it. Everyone just look at Ciara. Probably Ross didn't like what you today because there was they showed the Ciara's one. She had even more revealing stuff than Kiki. Ross was there smiling. He probably didn't like it. But they probably had that conversation.
Even Jay-Z, and it was with Usher as well, but there was a video time ago with Jay-Z. And when I saw his face, like...
He dropped it.
It's like, I think it's like Beyonce dancing on Usher or something.
There wasn't Usher, it was...
Or Terrence Howard.
And
you can see Jay-Z's face like, go like this, and like, he's like...
I read something. They were like, we didn't hear this in public, but Beyonce never did that again.
I heard that.
But Beyonce never did that again. So it's those inward conversation, and then you move on with life, man.
So he is wrong for the
public thing.
For the public thing, that was moist. That was silly.
100.
But obviously her behaviour was a bit somehow. So, but Sha, good luck to their marriage.
Yeah, honestly, I wish them the best.
Just like go pray for them, because tomorrow now they will make up. We are the ones that will be here.
We're still tweeting.
That's why I say leave those people's life with them. I beg. They know how to work their way through things, man.
Yeah, man. But so obviously, where do we start though? I'm just thinking where to start from.
You know what? Because we're here to talk about marriage.
Yes.
And so talk us through the journey of meeting your wife.
Yeah.
So how did you meet your wife?
Very interesting story.
Yeah, tell us.
You asked me just now if I had Twitter. I had Twitter then. Right. So I had Twitter then, So I was following her. We didn't used to speak. It was just mutuals were following and stuff like that. Then she tweeted something because my missus, you've seen her, she's quite tall.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she taller than you?
No. She's almost my height.
Okay.
So and she tweeted something. It was a picture with a really tall lady and a short guy, and the caption was "Height don't matter." And I then commented underneath. In this case, it does. The guy. Legit, because the guy was looking at the lady like that. In this case, he does. Then she replied underneath in this case, she does on the thing. I didn't even know what she replied. I flew into the DM.
No Lily, no wasting time.
Literally, I flew into the DM. And this was around. So this was around. end of 2013.
Okay.
So
that's even when Twitter was being
Twitter was flamed.
I will even tell you why I deleted Twitter after.
Yeah.
It's a funny story. Twitter is
no, it's a wicked place. I'm just there to pre. I'm not there.
So we started chatting for months and months and months and months, and I'll tell you what. My dad's was a clergy. You know, it's late now, but he was a clergy. He was a bishop of his own church and stuff like that. So I'm quite religious. I'm Christian.
Grew up in church.
So my first year of uni was
what? I said
I was
he was okay.
They gave me a nickname.
Bad boy.
I get to find something. Bad boy.
They gave me a nickname. In fact, my guys used to call me the Latch.
The latch. What does that mean?
Yeah. So the room I was in the first year had a latch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was basically if you hear the latch, then
don't come inside.
Yeah.
Bad boy.
Bad boy.
So that was first year. So we're doing that, but I wasn't okay. Like, do you know?
Okay, can I ask you a question? Because I'm a pastor's child as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And there's a thing about us guys that grow up in church, and then we just there's something that we just unleash something.
It's the devil.
What is that?
Big man.
Do you think?
Yeah. The devil. You're a pastor's child. The devil's onto you. You're preaching. Your father, your family. They're preaching the gospel.
Yeah.
The thing is, okay. This is what it is. Let me break it down like this. You've lived all your life listening to the gospel. Or something else is calling you. Something else that you want to taste.
Man, it called me,
man. You see, the people that are already there, that grew up already in that, they don't see nothing of it.
Yeah.
You grew up in a life where, it's one way. And the way our parents did it, it was a strict, do you know what I mean? So something else is calling you like, let me see, let me go and
let me answer the phone.
Let me go clubbing with my friend because, I've never done it. Then you did it once and it's like, because you've never done it, it's like sugar rush. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so that's what happens with us. And then we get out this year, we just explode basically. And it's hard to bring us back. It happens with almost every PK. They've lived in that line of Christianity and something else is calling, but we just have to revert back, man. And that was what it was, because we do wash night. So basically on the 31st of December, where we go to church and, enter the new year, crossover. So I remember this vividly. This time I was talking to my missus, we're just casual, back and forth. So I was like, the crossover, I then said to God, you know what, I actually want to settle down. That's what I said to God. I was like, I want to settle down because I'm doing this thing too much. I'm scared. I don't know what I was scared of. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what I was scared of. It was just I was like, I'm just scared. It's too easy. Or there's just something that, it doesn't glorify your name as well. Do you know what I mean? So it was just like, God, I want to settle down. So so that was my prayer. I was like, I want to settle down. Come January.
So this is January 2014 now.
January 2014.
Okay.
So this will relate to why I deleted Twitter. So it was, there was a show in Coventry.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I can't lie. The Latch is a cool nickname, man. That name is cool.
Oh gosh,
The Latch, that's a cool nickname. Because it's like, I earned this name. Like,
I can't lie, even Coventry 2013 must have been dramatic.
Because we was in college at the time. We was hearing about.
That was his peak time. Because then the fighting had not started. It was
just vibes in it.
It was the Leicester of your time. When you came, it was Leicester. Cov was the Leicester of the time. In fact, that's what I was even about to tell you about this. I've forgotten what it was called. There was a show going on the 24th. So Vanilia, my missus, that's her name. She came to Cov to come see me. So basically, what had happened is she had a friend, a friend in Cov. So she basically lied to her mom that, so it was a good opportunity for her to come. But the day she came was the day of this show. I'm trying to remember it so much. It was called oh my day. So basically it was an all black event. It got locked off at 12. But me and my guys, so this was the time when that leather, I don't know if you guys ever know, there was that leather top, like where half
from
would be
top,
leather.
man. From that top, was it? I've seen that. I think
yeah, like half of it would be leather. It was red.
Yeah. I know what it's about.
Yeah,
you get from that top man.
We were, top man. You know. So me and my boys, we wore different style, but it was all Power Ranger. Was it you that made the tweet? No. It wasn't me. Wait, someone said. No. So it wasn't me. So we posted the picture. Yeah. We're feeling so cool, bad. Then they roasted us. They called us those that is it. What were those black guys that went on that singing thing with Simon Cowell? JLS. Oh my days, they wrote. You know, the girl. There was a girl that tweeted. She was like, JLS. Like I took so much offense. Yeah. I replied. It was a back and forth.
Even replied, you know.
It was a back and forth. Yeah. I got tired because she was so lippy, and I was like, you're not in front of me. I said you're having this power. So I just deleted it.
I am crying.
Oh, that's what you deleted it. I haven't looked back.
Since 2014, I haven't looked back.
Yeah. Well, you guys are looking fly. You think you're doing nothing.
Bro, no, we thought we were cool. Like, you should have seen us, man. I will look for the picture and I'll show you. I'll probably send it.
Yeah, sure.
That picture was. No. They roasted us. I had the full vim from Twitter that day. Like, you know when you're praying the thread of other people, roasting you, roasting other people, and you're laughing. Yeah. But now it's you.
Now it's you.
God. It's not a good experience.
So what? They chased you away?
Bro, I deleted Twitter after that. I couldn't. I was like, nah, I ain't do this. I ain't letting no one do this to me. Like, literally.
I heard that.
So, I deleted Twitter. I was like, because I was so angry. Like, I was just vexed.
Yeah, no, I get you. That is so funny.
So she came that day.
Yeah, so she came. Wait, so what? Wait, so was this the first time that you and your missus have face to face?
Face to face, first time after all that many months.
Oh yeah,
because obviously you was in uni and she wasn't there. So
she was still in college. So it was that was like the first.
What was that like? First, like seeing her. Like,
it was because it was beautiful. The reason why it was beautiful because our interactions from the months that we were talking. I used to sing to her, man. On the phone, bro. I used to sing. We have a special. I even sang it on my wedding day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, is this song by Two? No, I can't sing.
Yeah, your wedding day was
August. Yeah.
We was in Leicester.
I remember. I said that.
I tried to pull up, but
nah. It was barely.
Wait, can I ask you a question, bro? Yeah. Like, what songs were you singing to?
So there's this song by Two-Face called "If Love Is a Crime." Yeah. So
wait, is she Nigerian?
No, she's Sierra Leonean and Ghanaian. So her dad's Ghanaian, the mom's Sierra Leonean.
Okay.
So the song goes like, I'll give you, so that you understand, I'll give you some lyrics of it.
Give us.
There's been a lot of toasting. Lot of guys has been up to her, but she told them she was waiting for the one that the Bible said we fulfill a kind of blessing, a special kind of loving. Yeah. Want to love to understanding. Come rain, come shining. People started to say that she wants more than a Mr. Right. Or that she wants is a man to treat her right.
Wait, you know the lyrics?
I was singing this consecutively.
Nice though.
I can't lie. Men need to do more of this.
No, but you know what? When a man is in love,
no, bro.
It's true.
Bro,
I was singing for her. Like this. I sang this song on my wedding day because it had so much meaning to our beginning.
I
heard that. So much meaning to our beginning. So
even now, Two-Face is not really shining himself in glory.
Yeah, she's because he's not really shining himself in glory. That was my idol, but now I can't say in front of her. Like when I watched that film, I was like, hey,
Two-Face.
Wait, what did he do?
He's doing. You have been on the internet.
He's moving like Davido, fam.
Nah, it's not even the moving like Davido. It's the justification. Yeah, you know you do things here and. People expect remorse, like but you standing confidently there, be like, yes, you know, this is why I did this.
Where man is our nature kind of.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, so it's just like guy, please. So my missus is like, no,
not this way.
She don't want to hear any about like, change your idol now.
You can't even sing Davido anymore.
No. Change your idol now. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
Basically, so that was it. So that interaction led to that. So when we saw ourselves that day, it was like, oh gosh. like on my day. So it was just she went back the same day, but we came, we chilled, we went into town center, we did all the strolling or everything. It was just beautiful, and I asked her out that day. Literally that same day that she came, I was like, yeah, do you want to be my girlfriend and all that? And she was like,
when you were still claimed as the latch.
No. The latch was this is 2014. The latch was 2013.
Yeah, so the latch was tired of
remember,
that.
I was like,
okay,
I don't, it's too much.
I don't want to be a player, no.
No, because like I said, I don't know what it was. I was scared of something.
Yeah.
My mind wasn't just settled. Just like this thing, God. I know it's because when we sin, we know we sin. We're in that constant communication with God. Then it just continues. Just God, I beg. Okay, maybe I want someone to settle down now so that I can just know that. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So did all that 2014. Then she came to uni. She came COV. So after she got admission into COV, she came.
You must have been happy.
Oh, she came COV.
Yeah, she came COV for a year.
You must have been happy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how everything.
That's
how you produce the human being. So yeah, she I think 2014 September, the admission. Yeah, she came COV for a year.
That's the year I started.
That's when I started. Oh yeah. So yeah, she came COV. Then it was just like it was a madness. At that time, my first year had finished. I don't even know how I passed first year. To be fair, like it's God that pushed me. So it was then second year for me, bro. When I tell you, my boys, let's say there was 100 lectures in the second year.
Yeah.
Lectures, maybe I only went to 10.
I heard that, man.
Like it was such a.
I
Me
heard
and
that.
her was just like we just stay at home.
This election for women.
People that knew us, people that knew us people that knew us from back when, they could testify. We used to bake bread from scratch in the house. Just like we used
you
to
was
cook.
in love, like this kind love, this kind love.
We used to bake bread from scratch. We're there, so we did our thing. Now found out she was pregnant. And
What was that like for you?
Yeah. What was that?
And how? Wait, can I ask a question?
No, wait. You asked the question.
No, I was gonna say, how did she tell you? Like,
that was my question.
Okay,
yeah.
we're sick.
Don't tell me that.
Come on. Yeah, like how did she tell you? Like, how did you feel?
Contrary to how you guys were there, it was planned.
Oh, is it planned?
Yeah, it was. She's just been in this. You see, my missus. She loves kids so much. She's just been in this. I love kids. This, that. She's probably gonna kill me for this, but she's like, we were like, oh, do you want me? Because I have nothing to lose. I'm that kind of person that I will back you, whatever it is. Like, let's do it. Do you know what I mean? Obviously wasn't thinking things through properly,
But I think at that time you were young. You
I
loved
wasn't
each other.
young though.
Well, you wasn't young. You was an adult.
Yeah.
You love this person so much.
Yeah.
And you're just like, cool, let's go.
Yes, exactly. So we're like, okay. So one day we did the Shakiti Bobo.
Yeah.
And it was a thing whereby, okay, we did that then because normally she would take the after.
Yeah.
So like, no, we're not doing that. Okay, cool. So we looked at each other. You know what it's gonna be, yeah? Like, yeah, cool. So what was it? A month or so after that.
Yeah.
She then started getting the signs, all that stuff. So she did test, and it was like, oh. She came to meet me. I remember this vividly. It was in Clement Street. So this is when second year, me and my boys lived together in one house.
Yeah.
So she gave me the thing. She was like, yeah. I looked at it. And we just went silent for probably 2 minutes, just looking at each other.
What have we done?
It's just like, that's it.
Yeah, like, this is it, yeah.
So I was like,
let's go.
That's what it is. Like, we don't get on.
Yeah.
So I think the difficult part was telling her mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she lived with her mum and stuff like that. And, obviously she's come uni. Her mum wants us to study on that because me and her mum, we had a really good relationship as well.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Like she really looked at me as looked up that this guy's a good guy. Stuff like that. So it was telling her. My mum was excited because my mum has wanted kids
planning,
from if I had the 20 years ago session, because I'm the only child of my mom.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm the last child of my dad, but only child of my mom. Yeah. it was a thing where she was just like, yeah. So we told my mom first,
Mm-hmm.
just because she would have been excited and God, that's who. We then started plotting.
How are we gonna tell your mom now?
Your mom about this, like how we gonna do this. So because we were so scared, probably was the wrong approach. Looking back at it now, it was the wrong approach.
You didn't tell her,
but because we know we did, but we did it over text. Yeah, so yeah, bro. Looking back at it now, it's like oh no. So what we did, so she texted her mom, bam, and she locked her phone and missed like 5 minutes later. Grrr, grrr, grrr. Called her like 10 times, she didn't pick. Then my phone started ringing. So I was like, I've got to pick because I can't do this to your mom.
Yeah.
So I picked up the call.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, ma, David.
Yeah, bad boy.
You know when your heart. Guy, you know when your heart just goes.
Yeah.
Says that David. Vanilla just said to me that she's pregnant. How true is this?
Hey, congratulations.
Correct, ma.
Yeah.
Bro.
Magic.
Everything she said after that, yeah.
You do first.
No, I'm cool. Everything she said after that, yeah. I can't remember because I was just so. You know when my heart was just pounding like, oh gosh. But I had to take the call.
You have to.
She was like, she was probably speaking to me for about 30 minutes. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Locked off the call now.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my missus just looked at her and we just went to cook. And just carried on. So she was in Cove so we just carried on. Literally, she didn't speak to her mom for about maybe a week or so. Because her mom was scared.
Is her mom like quite a traditional lady?
Yeah, she's Christian as well. She expects, the expectation, you go get married first, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which 100%, you know what I mean? So it was like all them traditional stuff, and I was just like, you gotta speak to her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You have to,
and
man.
Please, you know what I mean? Because we got to that place where she spoke to her, and then it took a while to convince the mom to bring her over because she was just still upset. She was just so upset and disappointed in me, most especially because it was me that she entrusted. You know, because she came to drop Vanilla. The cover was there. Everybody dropped. Davido, look after my daughter.
I've given you.
You know what I mean. So it was like, this is an entrustment. So she was very disappointed in me in that sense. But parents will always have that initial, do you know what I mean? Because of the standards, which by all means, we all need to have standards and what we hold ourselves by, So, but she came along because at the end of the day, she loves us. She loves her daughter. She loves me.
Yeah.
So she was like, it was then a thing where one thing I really rated her for was she didn't push marriage.
Okay,
other families that from things that I've heard, when is that say, you can't get married quickly?
Yeah.
She didn't want that for Vanilla. It wasn't like because I'm not gonna. We've only been together a year at that time, and she's like, I don't want to push you into something because of this situation, and then you guys live a life of that you don't want. So
that's what our family is. That's one thing I respect from them.
Yeah.
They left it for us to make that decision.
Literally, she was like, you know what, I'm not going to push for it. I want Vanilla to be happy. If it's not going to work out with you guys, then, I want you guys to be able to. So that was brilliant. That was wonderful. So we got to terms and then, we had the baby.
What was that like? What was the pregnancy like? Like, was she still pregnant when you guys were in uni, or did she come back?
No, she was there. She was there. Yeah. This was when, because I failed my second year. I had to do my second year again. That's why I was in call from 2013 to 17. Yeah. So, but I had to be there for her. Do you know what I mean? She also failed. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't just me.
There's a lot going on.
She took a massive hit. Like the whole of her first year was just almost God like that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just only the first year. After you then have the baby, do you know what I mean?
Next?
So she, you know what? Yeah, she got hit bad.
Yeah,
that's why I had to make sure. I don't know if you saw that when she graduated from uni just recently 2 years ago. I was like, you know what? She's got to do it. She's got to pull it, no matter what it takes.
Yeah,
got to make sure that she does it because I owe that to myself.
Yeah,
that she's got to come out of uni no matter what. Because I took responsibility for her. I basically ruined unit for you. Do you know what I mean? So, but I was there. Like, that's why my boys didn't see me. Like, my boys would come. Like, luckily we lived in the same house. But when it was lecture, she lived in Liberty. So I don't know if you remember Liberty. Yeah.
Wait, Liberty Point. The one next to
the church. There was a church next to it. But Ramadan. Is it Ramadan?
Oh, that okay, yeah, the long one.
Yeah. She lived there.
That's the other side of
so I was going from there to there, yeah. But we're more on our side, days you just chilled, relaxed. We'll be cooking, we'll be doing stuff. I had to make sure she was okay throughout the whole thing.
Bread from scratch.
Yeah, bro.
I wanted to ask you, obviously you're in uni now.
Yeah.
You've just been told, okay, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
So as the man that's gonna potentially like have to provide.
Yeah.
And you're in uni as well, so it's not like you're at home in your big job earning money.
Yeah.
Like how do you fathom like how?
Yeah.
Like how? Like what? Because I can't lie. Being told you're pregnant in uni, bro, I'm got crunch.
I'm bringing home like what, $5 a month,
bro.
This is what I'm about to say.
So then, how did you do it? Like, how was your mind, bro? God, I hear that.
100%, yeah, bro. I couldn't tell you how I picked. This was when I then had to say, okay, you know what? I've got to do something. Got a job at IKEA. Started the fashion line. I was like, I got to do something.
I have to make something happen,
I can't make something happen. Do you know what I mean? And also student finance, they were messing me up big time. Because at the time, my mom was still in Niger.
Okay.
They needed my mom's signature, and that would take ages.
Yeah. You didn't want to just do it yourself, like just forge your thing.
Bro. I don't know. I don't think I had that.
I know my mom's signature, but bro, do you know how many reports in school I used to sign?
There were a lot of things they were asking for. I think my mom had to provide and stuff like that. And the crazy thing was, because the first property I lived in, I was with it was student to let. It was the school anyway, so they understood that I would future lets. That's it. So I'll go to them and I'll be like, I'm waiting for this and so you guys got give me time. Look at the evidence. This is what's going on. To the point that they even had to in first year give me a bursary of £500 that I just used to pay rent. Because it was that mad. So. Come the baby now, I was like, I got to do something. So I had to get IKEA. So I was working in IKEA. I was putting in a lot of shifts because IKEA, they either give you this 16-hour shift, 24-hour shift.
16, 24.
But I had a relationship. I built a relationship with the managers, and I was like, you know what? There are weeks I might need 24. Do you know what I mean? Because I did, you know what I mean? So I was doing that. It wasn't easy, bro. I'm not gonna come here and tell you it was God. That's why
especially with uni on top as well.
Oh gosh, that's why I don't know how we walked through it. But we just walked through it. It worked out. God was just there all the way through. It was just like
thank God, man.
Do you know what I mean? I couldn't tell you, bro. I couldn't. In fact, under that topic, so there was a time student finance owed me for, I'm telling you, good amount of months. Then me and my missus, she was still pregnant. So we're just roaming about. I knew, in fact, we both knew that the amount in my account was £1.53. I can never forget this day. This day was one of the greatest days of our lives. I knew for a fact because I just knew. So we're just walking down, you know where the Coventry car museum is?
Yeah.
So is there Sainsbury's? So before the Sainsbury's, there's a cash point.
Yeah.
So I don't know what led me. I was like, Vanilla, let's just go and check my account. We both laughed. We're like,
there's nothing there.
There's £1.53 there. You know what I mean? So I don't understand. I was like, okay, let's go. I put my card in, entered my PIN. There was 3,600. I took out my card.
Let's go to the pick-off.
I took out my card. I checked online, and I said, Vanilla, come, because she was just standing there. Come. It's like they've played fraud. Something's happening. I was like, something's happening.
Yeah.
I put it back in.
Check again.
Typed it again. 3,600. Me and Vanilla looked at ourselves first. As we took out the card like this, first we went next. That's how we were just buying clothes. Bro. She wanted all that top man jacket. There was a top man jacket.
Throw it in the bag.
Top shop jacket.
Throw it in the bag.
That's it. Bro, we went to Ben's. I bought our first Uggs.
Take it.
We were eating like guy.
No, wait, that was like that, bro.
I need to use that money to pay rent.
You know that's so funny, because that's exactly what I would do.
Bro, I said, I was like, let's go. It's right now. Let's book the train.
A man was struggling to payment. This is the funniest episode.
Nah, bro, no, I'm telling you, 100.
That's my trick. No, it's because when money lands, yeah, because me and my wife, yeah, we got this thing with my job, yeah, like, whenever I get bonuses, innit, like, we anticipate it's coming. Because, you know, there's some months that's hard paying the bills. Yeah. So where was that when the money lands, So when the money finally lands,
bro, it's like, you said you wanted that thing,
Order it.
Like literally, the money's dead. You know, it's talking. Bro. Nah, that day, I could never forget. It was one of the best days of that. Literally, we just went on a shopping spree. Like that day, we brought in about 1K, 100%.
Wait, 1K.
So what? We went Birmingham and I bought our Ogs, £200, the long one, the one that gets it. Literally, I was like, because did you know when you just admit, I was like, you said you wanted it now.
Yeah. No. I could relate, bro.
Bro, and those clothes that I bought were the ones that I used to the end of uni. Cause
no, of course, even me, my hands are still there, Shaq. Oh, Jesus.
Nah. That was one of the special moments. Like, literally, it was just, it was beautiful. Like, Barry.
No, I hear it, bro.
Yes, no.
I hear it.
So, So, that was it. So, moving forward, we then, it then got closer to the time that, she was going to give birth.
Yeah.
So she then went back home because she didn't want to give birth in Coventry. She wanted to give birth at home and and all that stuff. So she was there. I was in Cov and stuff like that. And then, what was it? So our original due date, was a madness because that day I had first ever Duretti. What's it called? Someone that I knew was organizing like a fashion show.
Oh wow!
My brand was one of the brands that she wanted to be displayed and stuff like that. It was the same day as a due date, so it was a mad thing.
So what did you choose,
bro? No, so we made an agreement that I'll go after it finishes, then come. Because it's due date. It's not gonna. So she was in the hospital there. So in the morning I was there. The fashion show, she was calling me. It's still that she gave me the permission, but this. She was just anxious. Oh, David, you should be here. Stuff like that. So I was like, I'm coming. Don't worry that. So fashion show finished, left. Nothing happened on the due day anyway. Yeah. So she then got induced, and I can't remember how many days from when the fashion show to when she got induced. But she then got induced, and that's when women try.
No, honestly,
I gotta tell you this, bro, for free.
100.
Like so when she got induced, she turned a whole different person. I think the pain. They say anyways.
Induced is the worst form of. I think it's the worst type of labor.
Bro, so she was because she wasn't showing any. She wasn't dilating, so they had to induce the thing. So we were sitting on her bed now. Yeah, me and mom, when she got induced.
Your mom or her mom?
No, her mom. So when she got induced and all this stuff, and she just went mental. Get the fuck out of my bed, just like slapping all of us. You could tell the pain she was going through. Bro,
everything was just pissing her off.
I got. She was feeling so. She was like, I'm so hot. You guys are making the bed so hot. Move. Like the pinch I got that day. Even the labor one was not that much. You could tell she was going through it. Like
we just have to firm it.
Because is it pinch compared to what you're doing?
Exactly.
Take it far back. I beg. Like the pain was so much. She was flinging her move out the bed. Like even her mom, like she just like, "Oh, you still hot? Can't take this." Like I was just there, like, "Oh God,
what's all of this?"
That was my first experience. Oh, more, what's this? So then came when the labor came and all that stuff, and she was then pushing and all that stuff, and it was just a different level from there. It was mad. And the crazy thing that I felt when that happened was, when the baby comes out, I think that's when the realization hits you. That's for me. That's what happened. It's just like, oh Now,
Yeah.
I am responsible for a human
For
being.
this human being. Yeah.
So it's like the realization just like, wow, I'm responsible for how this human being is gonna grow, how this human being is gonna feed, how like this is mine now. Like that realization of being a dad just hit the moment I saw my child for the first time. Wow. Just like, God, this is it.
It's precious, man.
It's there's nothing like
precious.
That. There's nothing like it.
I feel like it's one of the best feelings like when your child is born.
Oh gosh. And then the doctor was like, "Oh, take off your top. You know, you guys have to have
skin."
Oh, it was beautiful. It's just mind blowing. You're just there, and you're just every many thoughts are running through your mind while you're holding that baby. The baby's looking at you and looking at the baby. You're like, yes, the flesh of my flesh. Blood of my blood. You know, the one that's gonna carry my first son. That's gonna carry my name. Looking at each other. Yes. And you're there, and nothing compares to it.
No, it's the best feeling.
Best feeling.
Nothing compares to it.
The best feeling.
And I think this is why, because they always say there's like, women, they don't understand women. I was having these conversations with my teacher the female teachers as well. They're like, they don't understand themselves. They go through all this pain, give birth, and yet they want to do it again. But I think what it is saying that moment. It's just precious. Everything. I don't know how they feel, but I just feel like because when the baby was then passed away, it was just it's like the pain she felt. Everything's just gone.
It's just
like,
worth it.
Just worth it.
That's what my wife said. It's like it's worth it. Like, when you look at them and carry them, it's worth it.
It's worth it. And that was it. That was the whole thing. And it's just like that moment was just priceless. And it just that moment then lays purpose on your like. It was no longer anything was no longer about me. My money was no longer about me. Myself was no longer about me. My time was no longer about me. It's about this child that I'm about to raise into the world, so that they experience things I didn't. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's that, and that's the mindset that hit me, and ever since has been the mindset with my kids and stuff like that. This is my child. Everything belongs to you. No matter what it is. Even my last kobo belongs to you. Because at the end of the day, if I die now tomorrow, it's you. You guys are my next of king. All of you, this is it. You know what I mean? So it's just that thought going through, and that changes things, man. That changes perspective. And this is why I don't blame some people when they look for security in jobs and things like that if they have kids, because they don't want to ever hear that I'm hungry or I want this dad or mom. And you can't
afford it.
That's heartbreaking.
That's why you have to work, bro. You have to make money, man.
You have to make it, bro.
You have to make money, man.
Baba D, I forgot what it was. He asked me for something, and it was a bit. No, it was Switch. That's what I wanted for
Switch.
And me, my funds was a bit. I was like, once I pay all these bills,
how am I gonna afford?
But you know what? I was like, I have to do it, man. I have to do it. It's what it's asked for. You have to have it, because I remember how it felt when I was told, I can't have it. Do you know what I mean? I remember that. So I'm like, you know what? Even if I have to push one bill 2 months further and then spread it, I don't mind.
But don't you think there's times where you should say like no though?
Oh no, you would say no. No, but
they can't have everything.
They can't have everything, and that's the thing. They can't have. Beckham call. Luckily for me, Baba D is a very good child.
It was Christmas.
It was Christmas. He doesn't ask for much. You see what I'm saying? So when he asks, it's like,
I need to give.
We got this. He's asked for it.
You
know what I mean? That boy legit does not ask for anything. So it's like, okay, we've got to do it for him. We have no choice. What's the essence of our money, anyways? You see what I'm saying?
Like money's not just to. That's what I was. Money is just not to pay bills, bro.
No, it's not. No,
you have to.
What's
treat
the essence of your money if your child can't have? Because let me tell you the truth now. If I wanted the trainers, I'll find a way to get it.
You buy,
You see what I'm saying? I'll find. So why not? My kids asking for this. Why I have to?
It's true.
I have to do it. So
and that's one thing about with men that I realize, like the sacrifice it takes, especially being the head of the home. Like for example, we've got wives, we've got kids. So they essentially come first. So
and everything.
My money goes to them before I see it.
Before you see it, that's it. That's it. Just has to go straight into the clubs that you're putting the money into, whatever it is that they're doing weekly. You just have to go first. That priority just takes priority over you. Then whatever is left, you can have. Okay, man, this is what
buy smart
chips, you know.
But I wanted to ask you, so. When your wife gave birth, you had your first son. Like, what was that like? What was like the first year of fatherhood like?
Because you was in
Cov.
Because you went back to Cov.
I went back, because I had to do my second year again. So I had to do my second year again. So that period, I was then in third year. So I was but I had to do so while she was in labor all them times, you know, I finished the first year, gave birth, then I was in Cov. She was then back home. She wasn't doing anything. So he was just looking after the kids. So I did feel guilty a bit, you know what I mean? I'm continuing my education. She's out here doing what she's doing, you know, looking after our kid and stuff like that. So I was just still working so I could provide. I had to work, you know, and you know, I'm not gonna say I did everything. Kudos to my mom, her mom. You know,
it takes a village, man.
It takes a village, like buying the court, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I remember like I had to gather so much money from my care to buy his first the thing to carry him out of the hospital. What's that? The car seat. Yeah, I did that. Then I did the push chair. Then our mom would do the court, you know, stuff like that. So she was helping us buy things we couldn't, and then she was in our mom's home and stuff like that. It was hard. You know what? Yeah, God, when God is with you, don't take it for granted, man. Literally, so I said, don't take it. God really saw us through that way. Because left to me and her, there was not enough. There's never enough.
You guys were at uni, like,
literally, you know, and I was trying to, you know, and at that time, my dad, so because I came to stay with my dad, you know, who was he was old at that point, so, and unfortunately, he didn't see me graduate, which was something I really wanted him to see. But so I then from Cov had to then man up to be man of myself. Like I had to move into my own house and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Start looking, you know. So it was like after Cov, I couldn't go back to my dad. You know what I mean? Like because it wasn't there. She said there was there's nothing there. Yeah, and you know my mom was at that time still in Nigeria, so it was just like, oh, you have to take responsibility. You gotta be looking for things. You know, luckily Vanilia is someone that if there's anything she puts above anything, it's motherhood. So she was looking for places, you know, contact with the council for housing, and Vanilia has taste. She doesn't. She refused quite a lot.
Women, innit? Women. Bro, do you know how long it took me for my wife to approve the way we live now?
And you know what? I'm grateful for that because left to me, I would have jumped on any opportunity.
We're men, bro.
Let's just go in.
It has food, it has sink, it has toilet.
Nah, but she was like, no, David, no.
Yeah.
I would rather stay in mom's house till we, you know.
Because it's true, because you're in your mom's house. Something better has to come.
Exactly. So it was that, and we waited, and we got a brand new house, basically.
Wow.
New build. Yeah. Literally. So it was God, you know, that time, you know, putting us the steps. So the first year was crazy. To say I coped, or to say we done well, it's a lie. We didn't. You know, there was a lot as well between us. You know, stuff. Having kids you find yourself in positions where you're having little misunderstandings, you know, stuff like that.
We're living it.
And fair to her, I was in Cov.
Yeah.
She was, you know, she's the one having the sleepless night most of the time, stuff like that. So I had to be, what I didn't have to be doing, I had to be going Cov weekends, days. I had to be doing, I was going Cov back and forth. That was also the time I was also leader of what's it called, the Gospel Rhythms. But I had to be going because I had to go in. I wasn't there that much, so I had to be going back and forth. Then sometimes she comes and stuff like that. So and there was no car in between us at that point, you know. So it was just like train.
That was a hectic stage of life.
Hectic stage. Luckily, I had that train card, you know. Rail card. So but it was a hectic back and forth. But I had to do it because it was just like. I felt so guilty, like she's there looking after that. I have to be going back and forth.
Yeah.
But also I had to finish. I was like, you know, I want to finish. I had a personal, you know, goal to achieve because, you know, just from my family side, I had to finish uni. It had to be something I had to do. And that's why I was a bit sad that my dad wasn't there because it was something I was going to do for my dad. Like I had to finish uni. I would have been there. I am the only boy of my dad. I graduated uni, so it had to be something that I had to do. It was a personal. I took it personal, basically. And you know what? Looking back now, I don't think I would have been able to go through uni if I didn't have a child.
Oh wow! Why'd you say that? Why'd you think?
He was the push.
The motivation,
If you came to my room then, so basically I would have his crepe. and his crepe would be my pencil. Like
Oh,
my
pencil.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally.
So every time you're studying or something, you're seeing
it's
that.
like, oh, I've got to do it. I've got to push, for him and for my dad. I've got to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I hate studying, bro. Let me tell you
same,
now,
man.
I was bottom set in everything. Name me. From primary school. I schooled in Nigeria. And in Nigeria, if you fail, you repeat.
Yeah.
I was always promoted on trial. So there's something called promoter. They were like, okay, let's just promote him and see if
see how he does.
Yeah, that was how I was literally. So I hate. But when I got to uni, it was just a different, especially from my second year. It was just like, oh more. I've got to
put my head down.
I've got to put my head down. I've got to do it, and I've got to just get out of it. And that having him, and days where I just wanted to just sleep, and it's like no. Let me stand. My son want to know that his dad was a graduate. It doesn't mean anything in terms of this day, but I just wanted that for myself. You know what I mean? Yeah. So went through and I done that, but it was hard. First year was crazy. I can't lie. Of that, it was crazy because then also we were trying to then sort out something for Vanilia. Our mom was ready to help look after this, so she then had to go back to college. So not college, but like college to like an access course. Back into uni. Yeah. So she done that. She done that. She was doing that, I think, during the first year of Babidi. Then she originally in Cov wanted to do midwifery. So she was doing that. But she then reverted into nursing. She found out that, she probably prefers nursing. So she then went from there went into Hertfordshire, which I think that stage of her life when she was a student, because you have to do, if you're a nurse, you have to do
placement.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was the hardest bit of her life.
Yeah.
100%. That bit, when she started first
and
year.
And were you in Coventry at the time?
I think that was my last year.
That was your last year, okay.
In Coventry, yeah. That was legit the hardest time of our life. It was just hard in so many different ways. Like, it was stressful. Placement was not good to her. The hospital that she was going Lister, like, it was crazy. Like, she'd come back home just crying to me, and I'm just there. I'll have to then take Babidi. It's just like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And me, I just beg, push. There's even times when I'll help her do coursework, stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
It's just like, it was hard for her. And it was then crazy because then, so basically, at that time we then had a car, isn't it? So we had a car. We were already living by ourselves and stuff like that. But the car, she then has to wake up in the morning to drop me at the station. So she'll have to wake the kid up as well. Like, wake up, drop me at the station, then bring me back. No, drop me at the station, then come back, get the child ready. Get ready herself, go drop the child at nursery. This is why I said that we had to, because, we had to pay for nursery. Then said, get the child to nursery, then go about our business. Then she comes back, picks the baby, then picks me up from the train station.
Wow. Women,
it was mad. Yeah. It was a mad.
They're strong.
Mad 1 year, like it was crazy. How we got through that, I don't know. In fact, I had to quit that job in London. The recruitment
thing. Yeah,
I had to quit it because it was crazy. Why I even quit it? Because one day I was just in the kitchen, I was making tea, and there was a signpost there that said you were here 5 days out of 7. Make it clean. But I just read meaning to that. I'm here 5 days of my life, 7 to 7. My son wakes up, drops me. By the time I'm back, they pick me. It's time for him to go bed. 7 to 7, 5 days. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Then I have to try to squeeze everything in the weekend, which is we all know that's impossible. Yeah. I was like, nah. I just said, nah. It's not. This is not looking viable. So after I think it was 2 years and a bit in the job, I quit it. It was like, I can't do it. And then Vanilia, I was even then pregnant with the second one. Yeah. And during that period, so it was like, nah, it's not gonna work. So I then had to take a night job that was close to our house, 10 minutes drive. So I was doing nights. Basically, no, at this time actually Joe has been born. Sorry, Joe had been born. I might be getting my Joe had been born. So I was then doing nights. I then, be looking after the word night in the morning, then while she goes placement and come back. Okay. And now then you sleep. That's kind of a good... Yeah. It's a good shit. Yeah, it's a good balance. It's a good balance. But she hated it. Yeah. Because you're not really spending time together. Yeah, that's why she hated it. Because I was not in bed. Yeah. So she hated it. She hated it, but it had to be done at that time.
It's seasons. I think sometimes in life you just have to go through seasons.
You just have to go through it. So we went through that season, and that passed, and then
Then your second son. How was that? How was having the second child? Was it the same feeling as the first, or was it a different feeling?
Same thing, Yeah. Every time they come out, it's same thing. It's like not responsible for the same thing. It's like I don't think the feeling can ever go down. It's like it comes out, the baby does what the baby did. Well, my second one didn't cry. The first one did. He came out like, so I think this boy
causing trouble.
I think it was weed. One of them weed. I can't remember if it was Babidi or him. But one of them weed when they came out like
straight away.
It's same thing. You just hold them and you're like, this is yet another person that I have to cater for and stuff like that. It was absolutely the same. So
how was it from going from 1 to 2?
How is it going from 1 to 2?
Because that's going to be our next chapter.
That's even our next chapter. But going from one, there's 2 of you and one of them. So you're over.
Exactly over. We can
2 on 2. That's basketball.
At first,
especially 2 boys as well.
2 boys, I was excited because I grew up alone. So, like I said, I'm the only child. I was having this conversation with you guys. I'm the only child of my mom.
Yeah.
So I grew up kind of by myself.
Yeah.
And I had friends, in my area that had brothers and sisters and stuff like that. And I just used to look at them.
So you always wanted that.
I always wanted that. So I was excited about this getting a sibling. This is like my ultimate.
Because even me and my wife, when we're looking at my child Zephaniah, when he's just playing by himself and stuff, I'm just like, we need to give him a sibling.
There's nothing better. That was like my ultimate thing. So I think my excitement helped me cope, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't, but the good thing is at that time, like I said, the age gap really did come in our favor. At that time, Babidi could make breakfast for himself. He could go bed himself. He could sleep in his room. So
he wasn't
at that age. He was 5. So it wasn't that much.
True.
So it was like, but the thing we were then skeptical about, which we did notice a couple weeks into, is that you then tend to kind of forget. But because you align him do all this stuff himself, because you then. It's like that's the thing. Even people started noticing, like, let's say his teachers, they're like, he's gone so mature. And we then started realizing it's because he's now an older brother. So he now...
And there's responsibility that
comes on him. This is what I'm saying, to do these things by himself. So we're like, no, we've got to balance these things out. So we then tried to be helping him and stuff and doing stuff. Because it's one thing that would subconsciously happen. Because this is a new baby. You will expect a 5-year-old to understand that there's a new baby, but no,
He's
a 5-year-old. You know what I mean? So no,
he doesn't care. Doesn't
care about that. So you got to cater for both. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to stand there. And
what advice? What were you doing? Because when me and my wife decided to have another child, what do you say we should do to make sure my firstborn doesn't feel left out or anything?
Always involve them in activities with the other one. So changing nappies, stuff like call them, Babdi, come and change the nappy, come and help us do this. Let him know that this is his younger brother, and this is someone that is gonna look after and going to look up to him. Babdi, do you want to read to Jojo? Because at that time you want to read to Jojo, you want to do the book, so he will come happily, there, lie on our bed together and open a book and is reading out, stuff like that. Babdi, you have to be, when you notice that he's not in the room and it's just you free, immediately call them. Just when that realization, God, you want to come and do this with us? You want to come? You have to be involving them in all the little things that you do with the little ones. If you're playing with the soft toys and things like that, Babdi, do you want to bring one of the soft toys so Joe can play with, stuff like that? That really helped. That really helped build the. Don't let them be. They can take care of themselves. He's playing video game or he's watching TV. Bring them in. That's the advice I'll give, which really we then saw that incorporated. And like I said, because of that, their relationship is so crazy, because my little one has learned how to speak fluently because of his brother.
So they have a close.
So they communicate. It's so crazy. The little one doesn't play with his age mate because he hasn't gone nursery as well. We go to church, and there's because our church there's the kids section, which is his age, and there's the adult kid which Babdi goes to. he doesn't play with the other kids.
Be with the other kids.
Because
that's my age rating. He's mine.
Because he's been with Babidi, so that's his. He thinks Babidi is his age rate.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that really helped, and they have that bond, and that's something that I'm really grateful for. Like,
I love that.
You know, they have that bond. They were able to come together, and it's solid. And yeah, man.
But I wanted to ask you as well, because your story is so interesting, and I thank God that you are here today and you guys are still strong. Yeah. But I want to ask you, with you and your wife, like when you went through those testing times and those hardships, like what was that relationship like with you and your wife?
You see,
how was that? What was that like?
You know, at first when we first had Babidi, it was a father and mother relationship. We're father, we're mother, you know.
Yeah.
But like you know how you know women, they want they want affection and all that stuff, you know. So she would then notice it, David, we're being too much mommy and daddy. We need to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah. So it was hard in that sense and stuff like that. But all I will say is that it was God, because in my belief, because God was the foundation of how I met her and how, you know, like I told you, I prayed. Yeah. It was literally, there are times where I'll just have conversation with God, like, what would I do? What I go do? Do you know what I mean? God, what did I go do? What can I do? Do you know what I mean? So we then started making time for ourselves. I don't know if you were on Instagram then, if you were watching us, we were cooking, then we were then doing home dates. So we're doing home dates, we're doing stuff like that. You're like, you know what? We've got a kid. Maybe no one can look after the kid, but you know what? Put them to bed. We'll do home dates. So we'll cook at home. We'll cook at home, sit at home, and then do dates at home. We did that quite a while, and you know that really helped, because then anytime we're doing dates, that's when we then have the conversation.
Where it's not just about the baby.
It's not about the baby. It's about us. Yeah. You know, then we then have all that. You know, how do you feel like we're doing? Reflect on ourselves, the past, and stuff like that. So it's like, that really helped. That really helped. You know, bring us back together and stuff. That home dates, which we haven't actually done for a while.
But going back a bit, so when you obviously how did you propose and?
We've jumped.
Because he got married.
Yeah. What was that? What was the proposal? Wait. I have to use the toilet.